Hello people! I'm staying in a beautiful hotel. This is my bike. And today is a day of full rest for me. Just no riding, walking around, exploring the town. And it's breakfast time. Typical breakfast for me in Mexico is some eggs with vegetables, beans, avocados, and coffee. I'm exploring the town of Loreto today. And this town has a lot of history. History is related to Spanish colonies. It all was a Spanish empire a couple of centuries ago, and the mission behind me is from 17th century. 17th century actually is the century where when this town was founded, and initially this town was a capital of Californias. Californias were one at this point. This is interesting. Touristy place, and there are a lot of Americans again. It's like an American tourist destination, and it's interesting that there are a lot of cars with Californian license plates. What I heard that it is not safe to travel here with US license plates, but probably it's because of all the things and rumors coming from central Mexico. I don't know, but I know people who travel here with a car, and that's okay. So probably we are scared too much sometimes and want to be too much safe. Wow! Look at this huge ship. It's like many stories. I'm so amazed how it can swim. Wow, isn't it a wonder? Even though I use the words touristy and Americans, it's just comparing to the other areas I've been in Baja yet, where it's a desert and nobody speaks English. When I say touristy, it means that there is a small percent of people who understands what I say. And I think no amount of tourists can kill the vibe of this place. And there are not a lot of tourists actually. I think that the tourists that are tourists, they prefer other places in Mexico, which is also not good and not bad. It's just something else about this place, and there is some magic happening here. I cannot describe how relaxed and chill and sunny and warm the vibe here is. And all the people here, they are smiling, they are kind. If I had time, I would stay here for another week maybe. Amazing place. Also, when I say touristy, I mean that they have hot showers and other facilities. Sometimes you probably want to use that. But yeah, I'm so glad that I stepped by. Usually I try to avoid cities and any civilization overall, but for this one there is something special. I do not feel like I'm in a city or in a tourist place. It feels so good. Also, last night I came up with a name for my bike. and unicorn it is. I'm still not sure if it is he or she, but yeah, I have a name and I'm sure this is unicorn. Like, absolutely sure.
Off in the ATV, look at me. You look great.
Oh, you're good.
Get in there.
You look great.
The sea on the left from me, it is Gulf of California, and right in front of me there are mountains. These mountains called Sierra de la Giganta. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there is a mountain range along the whole horizon. My unicorn is having a full day of rest today. There are some adventures awaiting for him for the next couple of days, so he really needs his rest, and I need to take care of him a little bit in the evening. Yeah. The longer I'm in Baja, the less plan I have. I change my plan a couple of times in a day. Usually before noon, when I'm fresh and just started, I think that I'll go to Guatemala, crossing Mexico and going to Guatemala. That was my initial plan. I was going to leave my bike in Guatemala and came back there in a couple of weeks so that I can continue my trip towards south and ship my bike from Panama after that. But the longer I am in Baja, the more time I want to spend here and not to race and rush anywhere. So yeah, usually before noon, when I'm fresh and just started, I'm super optimistic and thinking that I'm making it to Guatemala. I'm taking a ferry from La Paz. But afternoon, when I'm more relaxed, I'm sticking to my new plan, what I changed my plan to be into, and I continue my trip into Baja. But I have no idea what my plan in Baja is. I have some points of interest, and I know that roads heading there should be a lot of fun, both for me and my bike. So yeah, before that it was mostly highway riding, and the real adventure and the real exploration starts tomorrow morning. I'm looking forward to it so much. Loreto. For being on a motorcycle in Mexico versus driving a car here, I think I feel much more safe on a motorcycle than I would when driving. Mostly because when you're on a motorcycle, it's a completely different experience and people see you different. You become a traveler. So I see a lot of difference how people approach me and how I communicate with the world when I'm on my motorcycle versus I'm on my car. Mountain range on the horizon I've been talking about. Sierra la Giganta. Guess what I'm gonna do? There is a rooftop terrace. How do you say that? In my hotel. writing sand with my feet.